here with another video. Today we are going to be talking about how I was almost kidnapped walking to school and then walking home from work. I was almost kidnapped twice. These instances were almost a year apart, but it's just the second one reminded me of the first one, and I figured, well, why not make a video about it, you know? So I'll just get right into the video. So I've walked to and from school pretty much every day since 6th grade. I've never had any incidences or weird situations while doing it. You know, I've blasted my music, I've walked with friends, I've walked by myself, whatever, you know, I'm perfectly fine. And then 2 years ago, a year ago, somewhere around there, I was walking to school and this Chinese couple pulls up to me in the car. I was blasting my music, so I didn't notice for a hot second. But I look out the corner of my eye and I see a car slowly driving next to me, and I'm just keep walking. So I ignored it for a minute, and then I realized they were still doing it. So I was just I was freaking out. So I took out my headphones and I was and the lady started talking to me. She was like, "Do you want to ride?" It was winter, so it was chilly, but I had my coat, my hat, my gloves, and my boots. I was fine, you know? And I said, "No, thank you, I'm okay." And I kept walking, and they kept driving slowly next to me, following me. And she was like, "No, I think you should get in the car. We can drive you to school." And I was like, "No, thank you. I'm really okay." And they kept following me. And she kept asking me if I wanted to ride. And I was like, "Bitch, no. I don't want to fucking ride with you. I'm not going to get in your damn car. I'm not stupid." Thankfully, they kept driving. But, what if they got out of the car or something? That could have ended really badly. They just asked me, what if they, tried to force me in the car, or, something bad happened. And that scared the shit out of me, but I still had to walk to school because I didn't have any other way to get to school. And then the recent event that happened that reminded me of this was, see, I walk to and from work too, and sometimes I don't get out of work till 9, 10 o'clock at night, and this time of year it's pitch black at that time. So I walk on walking to school. There's two ways, not school, to work. There's two ways I can walk to work. I can take the faster route, which is just down this short little street, or I can take the longer route, which is on the busier road with all the lights and stuff. So walking to work, I usually go on the longer path, not the shorter path. That way I can get to work quicker through the street, but it doesn't have a lot of lights. So at night I take the busier side, that way the cars are driving by in case anything does happen, even though it is a little bit longer. So I was taking that path, and these church people, I'm listening to my music, you know, and these church people are walking by, and there's two of them, and they're decently sized guys, so standing next to each other, they take up the entire sidewalk. So I'm trying to walk by, and they're not moving, and there's snow in the grass, so I can't exactly walk around them. And I started getting scared. I was like, oof, I don't have anything to protect me because I've never had this kind of situation happen, and I've been walking to and from work for a year and a half. So they start talking to me about church. They're are you religious, blah blah blah. I'm like, no, I don't really go to church. And they're like, well, we have this paper for you. And this was only a few months after my friend sent me a picture of this thing. So, she knows I walk a lot of places, and people are giving you papers, and there's some kind of drug on them that makes you pass out. I don't know the name of the drug, and I'll insert a picture of that screenshot because if I can find it. So I was like, these people are trying to drug me. So I was like, yeah, okay. I took the paper and I put it in my pocket. That way I only touched it for 2 seconds because these guys were touching it with their bare hands. So I thought maybe it would be okay. And I shoved it in my pocket, and they kept talking to me, and it's 10 o'clock at night, and I'm trying to get home. So I was like, well, I'm sorry, but I know how this works with strangers on the street, and my dad's expecting me home, blah blah blah. And I was like, I'm sorry, I don't know if you guys are really trying to be nice and bring me to your church, or if you're trying to kidnap me or rape me or drug me. I didn't say all that, but what I said inferred that. So they were like, yeah, you be safe and have a good night. And I got home, And like on my walk home, like my heart was racing, and like it was getting really hot, and like all the things that usually happen to me before I pass out, because I pass out religiously. So I got home and I ate dinner and I was fine, like, but I was telling my friends about this, and one of my friends was like, well, you know, if you convince yourself that you're gonna pass out, you might pass out. So I don't know, I convinced myself that that paper was drugged, so maybe it wasn't, and I just made myself feel like that out of fear. But either way, it's a good thing I got home when I did, because I don't know what could have happened, and that was really scary. And I mean, that's the 2 stories I have for you guys. It's a really short video, that's it. But the point of this video is, see, I've been so defenseless, and I've gotten so lucky just these 2 times. Like, if they were actually going to try to attack me or kidnap me or something, I would be such an easy target, because I don't have anything on me to defend myself. You know, I'm blasting my music in my ears walking down the street, so people could literally run up behind me yelling, and I probably wouldn't even hear them. Which, since then, I've stopped doing that. Like, I listen to my music a lot quieter, so I can actually hear people. And, you know, I try not to live my life out of fear. Like, if someone's gonna kidnap me, even if I'm carrying a freaking pocket knife or pepper spray or something, like, they could still kidnap me. Like, if it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen. I don't want it to happen, and I think, like, that doesn't happen. It's not gonna happen to me. Like, everyone thinks that, and until it does happen. And that's how I think. It's like, it hasn't happened to me, and I hope it never does, but I'm not gonna live in fear of the chance of it happening, because not everyone gets kidnapped, so like maybe I won't. And I think that that's a really stupid way to live. And I mean, I'm hoping to go to college in New York City, so I'm definitely gonna have to change some things, because I could have easily been kidnapped or raped or murdered, or literally any possible bad thing could have happened to me, because I'm not aware enough of my surroundings. And I figured I would just tell you guys, you know, be careful. Don't talk to strangers. Don't take papers from strangers. And, you know, be safe out there, because there are some really fucked up people in this world who will do some really fucked up things. And that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Feel free to give it a big thumbs up if you do. If you don't, give it a thumbs down. You're just being honest. You can hit that subscribe button, subscribe to my channel. I will have my Instagram, Twitter, vsco, and Snapchat all linked down below, so you guys should check those out. And I will see you next week with another new video. Peace.